All right, welcome back. This is Germany's round 9. State of the board. USA's moving to defend Western United States from Japan. Russia has moved forward into Evenki and stacked Kazakh, moving out of Caucasus. And as anticipated, the USA took Burma when I pulled back. So they've stacked Bellow with an absolute shitload of troops and artilleries. So these are going to fall pretty soon. Really soon, actually, if I think about it. I haven't done all the calculations. But I don't think we're going to last very long with what we have now. So what I want to do is, I think this turn, it's a little bit of risk. I think I'm going to try to take and hold France for as long as I can. So I am also going to try to take these two back. These guys are coming. I got to see if I can do anything with Japan. I don't know if I can. Probably not. But we're going to try. Or we may go the other way and push forward into Evenki and Soviet Union, because that may be the better play. I don't know. That's for another round. So I do like the idea of taking Canada, though. Or I could go back down here. Back down to Burma. He snuck this little sub right here. Because he's going to try to kill my 4 transports. That's pretty solid. That means I can't just do the old swap unless I throw the battleship and the destroyer back here. That's why he's got the planes here. It's pretty good defense, actually. It's really good defense. So it may be a better plan just to move back to the mainland and drop all these troops. Maybe in Manchuria. And then move towards Moscow. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to try to take and hold France this turn, and then see if we can take these and just try to hang on for dear life with Germany. So we got to repair our German. Actually, we don't really have to repair the whole thing. So we're only going to buy 9 guys. So we can have 1 extra IPC for next turn. Right? Yeah. Oh, shit. I'm glad it gave me that warning, because I almost didn't buy any units. That would have been catastrophic. So thankfully, I didn't make that mistake. All right, so for the combat move for Germany, we're going to take France. Let's see here. No, we want to use... okay, we want to use 2 fighters there. 2 fighters there. Take that fighter over there. 1 guy there. 1 guy there. And let's see what else we can do here. Not much else we can do here. Oh, this tank here. we'll go ahead and take them all. So, because we're going to move these guys back to Germany. We're probably going to move all these guys back to Germany. So, maybe we should move these guys down here. That might be interesting. That might be really interesting. Nah, we'll probably end up just well, let's move another guy there. All right. Obviously, the idea is that we can take and hold France. All right. All right, so these guys go back to Germany. These guys go back to Germany. He goes back to Germany. These guys go back to Germany. Anti-air is going to go back to Germany. Now here's our... If we move here... It's still not going to be enough if he moves, let's say he moves the United States down to Ukraine and then the Russians into the Baltic. It's still not going to be enough to counterattack. We're just really treading water now. So we'll move those 19 guys back. Actually, yeah, we will, because they're going to get wiped out anyway. There's just too many guys. So they're getting wiped out. So... Let's move. Let's move 11 guys there. And let's see if we can't hold France for a turn or two. It's probably only going to be one because they're going to take all of these next turn. All of them. But it is what it is. I am really not liking Germany. I'm just really not liking Germany right now. But it is what it is. So, that's the end of Germany's round 9. Manix is up next for UK's round 9, and then I'll be back for Japan round 9. The game is winding down, I think, because there's just too much pressure here. Maybe I can do something to pressurize Russia. I'm just not sure if I can. I don't know if I have enough. But it's going to depend on UK's turn. If he moves into Burma, we might counterattack Burma. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, our plan was to maybe push into the United States, but I think, yeah, I did the math, and he's going to be able to defend it. So we're not going to be able to make any headway. But now he's got a shitload of guys here and really no purpose. There's no transports there. I got a pretty sizable navy here. If I catch these guys within 2 spaces, I can kill the subs when they only defend at a 1. So that may be another play. But this little sneaky bastard right here, I know he's going to try to jam. I gotta be careful of this guy here. But we will see. This is a great setup, though. He's got the sub there, and he's got the planes here in case I leave these on guard. It's really kind of genius. But anyway, we will see you back for the next round, for Japan's round. But right up, it's UK.
Okay, UK 9 against Cobra. So, I've done some calculations before I started recording here about holding Kazakh and also holding Burma. Both are fine. We can obviously leave India pretty much unguarded at this point. I was thinking that Burma was unstackable because of these 4 transports, but actually, in fact, because we've got the sub here, the sub can sit in 36, preventing a landing from these 4 because there's no destroyers in range. So actually Burma's safe because we can stack it with all we've got here plus our planes. And I think if it had these 6 as well, plus maybe these, that would have been tricky, but given the fact these can't land, the fighters are out of range, yeah, Burma's good, so we can start immediately pressuring. So I think if we can, what we can do maybe with the Russians as well, we can do a 2-way attack, or 2-way, you know, forward march against Japan here and try and push them back a little bit in Asia, which would be nice just for some extra income. On the other side as well, Germany's just now pulled back, he's pulled everything back to France and Berlin, so he's opened up these territories to trade. Which he can hold France, but he's conceding some control over these, so trading these off for the Allies I think would be quite lucrative. But yeah, I'm aiming to stack, I think, probably the Baltic states here. I think I can stack this. Yeah, I'm going to stack that. We may immediately need to retreat. I think what will happen is once we stack this, because there's no American reinforcements, we'll probably have to just retreat immediately, because I think pulling in the 18 infantry and 15 tanks, although actually it's just 18 infantry, so the 18 extra infantry plus the deployment from Germany will mean we can't actually hold this, so well, we don't do that. To save ourselves some headache just to move it back and forth. Although I suppose it means he can't trade the Baltic states back, so I think we will do it actually. Why not? Let's just do it. I've not counted that, but it looks fine because we've got at least like 60 something units here. It's 52, 53, 60, 64. Oof, close, but I think we're fine. All right. Anyway, purchase wise, so I've gone for 1 bomber. I will try and keep up the bomber production. 3 infantry for India because I will still maintain this as well, and then I'll just go infantry here and out. We're going to just go for landings, obviously, reinforce where we can, and then just buy bombers with the spare income, which we do have quite a lot of as the UK right now, so that's cool. Let's do it. Right, so bomb the complex. Let's go. Would love us. Oh, can we spare this plane? Yeah, we can. Let's do it. We might take this as well. Actually, we're going to have a spare infantry left here, because I'm just thinking I'm going to probably grab these 2 infantry and just put them straight in to save us a bit more over here. Got to remember to move a guy, the sub to here, it's important. Alright. That's good. Let's do it. Cool. Alright, so let's do that immediately, so I want to make sure that that's sorted. Alright, so everything else moves here, you can move here. You can move with the rest of the group. No, I can't actually because they're not going to be in place, are they? Let's do this instead. Let's grab you guys. I will actually grab something from here as well because we obviously can't hold this, he'll trade that, so let's grab the artillery. There we go. Is that definitely 4? Yeah, they're all full. Okay, cool. Okay, everything moves over. Just realised he spared Australia for the time being, which is nice. So it's extra 2 for the UK, which they shouldn't really have, but I'll take it. If his plans to commit full on for Alaska, which it looks like it is, then this won't be coming back to Australia anytime soon. If I was him, I'd probably go for this now, actually, because you've got a stack set up here. But it depends how hard he wants to commit to this. We'll see. Anyway, for now, looks good. We do need to leave some troops, some kind of Russian troops back somewhere, just to help trade off Ukraine for a second time, because the Baltic states, they can trade off Poland and Belarus should they need to from there, but the Ukraine I can't trade with anything unless I have something here. So I'll have to put something there with Russia maybe, just so we can drop that back as well. Anyway, I think we'll look good. Let's do it. Bomber and the rest. Cool. So we're actually going to, plus we banked 7 this round, so we've got 48 to spend, and we're only going to have to spend on 6 infantry. So we can probably get 2 bombers, I would think. Yeah, cool. Anyway, there we go. That's UK 9. Back to Cobra.
Alright, welcome back. This is round 9 for Japan. So the status of the board, I really like what he's done here with his defense. I can't take these guys and drop them off here without any escorts because he's got the fighters here. He snuck a sub here, so I can't leave the transports here with no escort because the sub's right here. And this sub's right here too. He also moved into Burma, but I'm in full retreat now from there because I'm trying to turn the tide. I don't really have much of a strategy to turn the tide, but I'm trying. I'm trying to give Germany some breathing room. I haven't been really successful, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do now for Japan is, okay, we invaded them and he's got a little setup here. We're going to try a little fake. I'm sure Manix will anticipate it, but we're going to try it anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep these, we're going to switch gears. We're not going to start dropping troops off here in Alaska. We're not going to do that. We're going to drop some more troops off back here in mainland. We're going to stack Sichuan and try to move towards Moscow and see if he can't move some of this other stuff back here. But we're coming towards probably what's going to be an epic battle in a land battle in Asia. So for our purchases, we're going to buy an aircraft carrier, a destroyer, 2 planes, and an artillery. That's going to be our purchase for this round. All right. So for the combat move, it's going to be real simple. We're going to take 1 guy, and we're going to take 2 bombers and 6 planes and attack Evenki. That's it. That's going to be all the combat. So let's go ahead and do that. Obviously, we're going to retreat if we don't kill all their guys right away. And we're really hoping that he doesn't get 2 hits. All right. So for the non-combat move, all right, we're going to take these guys, and we're going to move them to C-Zone 56. We're going to take the aircraft carrier to C-Zone 56, destroyer to C-Zone 56, battleship to C-Zone 56, submarine to C-Zone 56. This sub, this destroyer, this cruiser, this transport, this battleship, this aircraft carrier, and these 2 planes, we're going to move them all to C-Zone 56. We are going to take these 2 planes and move them to C-Zone 56. We're going to take these 3 guys and these 3 guys
and the anti-aircraft gun. I'm going to move them over to C-Zone 62. Drop them all in Manchuria. All right. We are going to take one guy, move him into Thailand. We're going to take 12 guys, move them into Sichuan, along with 6 artilleries, another tank, another artillery, these 8 guys, these 2 artilleries, and the bombers and the fighters. Everything's moving into Sichuan to stack up against Kazakh here. All right. Our plan is, so here's our plan. We've got a little mini fleet here in 56. I calculated it. We should be able to withstand this thing here. We're going to take, next turn, we're going to drop down to C-Zone 19. We're going to take East Mexico, which is worth no points, but we're going to take Central American Canal. The reason we're going to take East Mexico is to prevent him from taking back the canal right away. But he might. I suspect Manix might anticipate it, take these 5 transports and drop these guys into Central America. It's okay. If he does drop 5 guys into Central America, we can still take it with our troops and fighters here. The goal is to get this fleet here into the Atlantic. If we get the fleet into the Atlantic, we can cause some serious problems for his landing troops here. We got to bail out Germany somehow. They're just treading water. So if we can get that fleet into the Atlantic here, we can cause some problems. And we're going to mobilize our sea stuff right here in C-Zone 62 just to defend against this. Let's see. Here's got the fighters. Fighters can go 1, 2, 3, and then they can't land anywhere. So the fighters are not going to be able to take out our fleet here, but the sub can, but he's not going to win. So that is our Japan move. I know it's not earth-shattering, and it's not a whole lot of moving parts, but we're just basically trying to stay alive so that Germany can maybe mount some sort of counteroffensive. I don't know if we were even going to be able to. But hopefully it gets these Russian units maybe to move back towards Moscow. I did calculate the math. If he does nothing here, I can take this with all this shit here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're coming down to the end. We're probably going to have a couple epic battles to decide the game. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's round 9 for Japan. Manix is up next for round 9, United States and Russia, round 10. And I'll see you guys back for Germany in round 10. After I mobilize, so I'm going to mobilize an aircraft carrier to 62, 2 fighters to 62, a destroyer to 62, and artillery is going into Yunnan. I'm sorry, Kwangtung. All right. That is our move. And we'll see what happens next.
Okay, we're back for US 9. So I've spent about 10 minutes just doing calculations on various scenarios in this game now, because there's a lot of options here. It just depends how aggressive I want to be, or if I want to hold my positions in Kazakh, Burma, and try and go for Baltic states. So, and also the US. So I've had to do a lot of calculations because there's a lot of moving pieces here. Particularly the Japanese, they've got some flexibility with the fighters. They've got 8 fighters that can reach various places, and 2 bombers. They've got a decent stack in Sichuan, which is no joke. So I've got to respect it. But I've worked out I can hold Burma and Kazakh at the moment, and I can hold the Baltic states too, which is nice. So I'll be going for that. I want to try and keep the forward pressure as much as I can. And I'm going to try and take Yunnan and Thailand as well, because if we can get Thailand, then we can probably get Malaya as well, which would be nice. But yeah, anyway, so I've got my creaky desk again, which is nice. So I'm not leaning on that part of it again. Right, so basically the Japanese, they've decided to pull out of Alaska. They've grabbed all their units on transports. Now what's currently sitting in Western United States is sufficient to hold off against an attack here, which is nice, which then frees up these 12. So what I'm thinking he might do, he might try and close the Panama Canal, in which case it kind of works for me in a way, because it puts the troops all in one place, which I can then kill. So 1, 2, 3, these guys are in range, this guy's obviously in range. I'll try and get this guy in range. I'm going to pull my fleet back through the canal to 18. I'm building a few more bits and bobs. I'm going to build a tank to blitz back up to get Alaska again. Building another carrier. So I'm just matching his fleet basically, just to ensure he can't come round South America and try and cause some havoc up here for us. We're going to just match it, and then at least we can hold off and then possibly even push back if we need to. Obviously we're completely neglecting our logistics, but I think this is more important. We can't just ignore this. This is quite a serious threat. So yeah, so what I'm hoping he does is he just drops off in the canal, and then from there we're going to have transports ready. We'll have 12 infantry to hit back. He can only drop 10 units, so 12 hitting back plus the air support. I think that should be more than enough, and a bombardment I suppose. Should be more than enough to clear this out, and then that's all his infantry gone. Plus we'll have a tank to clear off Alaska again, so that should put an end to it if he does go for that. He may just come south and just grab Australia maybe, or try and come around the bottom. I don't know, I'm not sure, but the main thing is he's not going to get Western, and he's put out of Alaska, which is nice. So yeah, cool. But yeah, this will be hopefully this is the last sort of money I have to pump into a fleet for the US, because I don't really want to be spending on a fleet. We'll try and make use of it though once we have it. We'll try and push back and try and gain back control of some of the islands, give Japan a harder time, but I would rather be just focusing on the logistics over here and getting a lot of infantry on land. But anyway, that's the game plan. So 1 tank, 2 fighters, 1 aircraft carrier. Nothing much I think we can do combat wise here. It was just, yeah, there is nothing. Yeah, nothing to grab this round. So non-con, these guys are fine where they are. They're safe. I don't want to give them a target. If we put them in East Mexico, they might actually go for that attack and kill them off. So I'm inviting this move. It looks nice, I suppose, from the Japanese perspective, because they can close the canal and block my fleet off. But actually, in fact, that's what I want them to do. It'd be a nice way to grab all their units in one place. So we only need 6 transports. The 4 can remain here for no particular reason. Actually, I might as well move them back, because they've been wanting to quickly ship out some guys from here once this threat's gone. In fact, you might as well just sit here, just to guarantee that. It was about 90% this, with what was there already, so extra fighter, why not? Make it even tighter. Guess I can do that. Where can you reach? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can still reach East Mexico from there. 1, 2, 3. That's the main thing. Let's put the rest of the fleet here then. Okay, and we'll obviously stack the Baltic states. All the fighters have to go to Kazakh. This submarine, not a huge amount of options for him, to be honest. 47 is not bad. Gives us range of 61 and 60. That's about all we're going to get, I think. It's not like we can attack this fleet anyway, because it's got a destroyer plus some aircraft, so that's a very solid defense. I'm not going to try and attack that. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah, I'm really hoping he goes for the canal here. That'd be such a nice way to end this attack quickly, and just push the fleet back. Would like to snag Hawaii as well at some point, just to kind of get us a little bit safer in terms of victory. So it's not that we're in danger of losing the game that way, but I think it's always nice to just keep that keep that number down as much as possible, because they can surprise you. I've been surprised many a time by the Axis players, just suddenly snagging 9 VCs out of nowhere. Anyway, I think we're good then. So tank here, and the rest here. I'm praying that that's actually safe. Which it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's safe. Just 10 pretty much undefended transports always looks very scary. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not though, but it is 4 versus 6. Probably should have put a fighter on this on this fleet here. Actually, to be fair, because that's a target and a half. But anyway, I guess if it does die, which is unlikely, it doesn't. It's not the end of the game. Yeah, I should have probably thought about that. But anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go on. So, end of round 9, we are 340 attack power versus 270. It's a nice 70-point lead currently. I think it's the UK propping us up here with their extra economy, which is cool. So 5 and 2 looks good. Did work out we can do a few attacks here. I want to try and take Venki, and then we're going to block Xinjiang to try and push a little bit into the sort of the Soviet Far East territory. You can very easily counter this, but it does cause a distraction for a little bit. So let's do that. Grab these 2 planes as well. Oh, I didn't actually calculate these 2 planes. That's actually, we're actually stronger in Kazakh than we should be, than I thought we'd be. That's good. Okay, let's go for that. Cool, so let's grab all you guys, land you down here. Everything else goes here. Put the main stack over there. Not that there's any danger of actually him losing Berlin at this point, but I'm just trying to gain territory. If he pushes out here, then it's a bit risky, I suppose, but yeah. Just nice. It just feels nice to be bordering Berlin quite safely. It's nice. Okay, I think that's all we can do. Is no Russian sub alive? No, it's not. Yeah, cool. Let's just put everything here, I think. Well, I suppose actually, no, it makes sense to put them here because we can potentially counterattack Ukraine. Oh, I think I might have said this in the last video and forgot to actually make a note to myself. But yeah, we do need something here, so good job I spotted that. So we can trade back everything here. We can trade back Poland if we need to. We can trade back Ukraine with the Russians. So we're not going to let the German troops in anywhere, I don't think. Okay, cool. That's good. What's the map note? Okay. Let's just do a support me thing here, even though you cannot see it. That's a great place for a map note. Look at that. I can't see a thing. Great, okay. So you just put... Oh, only one at a time. Hang on. You can only have one map note per region at a time. I've got 2 in Kazakh. There's 2. Okay, we broke the game apparently. Or does it mean you can only have 1 per nation per region? So there'll be 3 total for each territory. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. I just hope I remember to put the fighters in there because we are going to need a few more. We need to split these fighters, land some over here, and plus a few more things as well. But anyway, so yeah, 249, 269. Cool. Okay, anyway, back to Cobra for Germany 10.